Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today, we're going to have a contest, and the winner of this contest gets to choose what my next top 10 countdown video is going to be, from a list of choices. A big list, but we'll get into that later. This contest is going to be very easy, and really, this contest is to show how well you guys know me. So if you win this contest, kick ass. You get to choose what the top 10 countdown is going to be. But at the same time, you know me way too well. So anyways, this contest is really simple. Anyone can do it. It's just a matter of you watching this video. And I even put a scoring system in so that there's more of a chance for you guys to win, rather than just having one single chance to win. So let's get into the contest itself. As you guys know, I love D&D, Dungeons & Dragons. I'll admit it, I'm a geek, and I love it. But that's not really the theme of the contest. I love to draw too, and I draw all the characters from our D&D group. In particular, mostly mine, but I tend to draw other people's too. So, this contest is going to be really simple. You guys are going to see two pictures from two separate characters that I play with. My main character, Angelus, and my second character, Lacey. These two characters are drawn and inspired by multiple different outside sources. So basically, I'm going to point out different parts of the picture, the character itself, and you guys are going to just tell me what inspired me to draw my character the way I did. For example, and again, this is not going to be part of the picture, but say I drew my character with a collar a certain way. And you say, well, Albert Wesker inspired you to do that. That could be a guess. Trust me, Wesker's not one of the guesses. Anyways, let's get into this. I'm going to show you the pictures, point out the different parts of the character that were inspired by something, and then you guys tell me what inspired it. You guys ready? It's really easy. I just got to open my book. Let's do this. Okay, here is my first picture. This is of my main character, my paladin, Angelus. Angelus is what I would like to be if I was incredibly jacked, had perfect skin, perfect hair, and magical divine powers. Oh, and a kick-ass longsword that flames up and uses holy power. But whatever. I guess I'm going to have to keep on dreaming. Anyways, Angelus is inspired by many different outside sources. Now, to participate in this contest, I'm going to point out a part of Angelus' body, his armor, his equipment, anything, and you're going to tell me what outside source inspired that particular part of Angelus. Now, if you get that correct, then you get a certain amount of points. The person that gets the most amount of points wins the contest. Plus, there's going to be a bonus part to this, which is going to be the other picture. So let's get things started. Now, these outside sources, I'm going to give you a hand and limit exactly the choices that they're from. They're going to be from comic books, they're going to be from video games, and lastly, one of them is going to be from Magic the Gathering. I know not everyone has played Magic the Gathering, so if you get the Magic the Gathering one, and I will tell you what the Magic the Gathering choice is, you will get the most points for that. So, I hope you guys understand this contest. Let me start by pointing out the first feature that I want you guys to figure out what inspired it. The first feature is going to be Angelus' hair. Now, Angelus' hair is inspired by two outside sources, two characters. Let me focus there. Now, if you get one of these characters correct, then you get 2 points. If you get both of them correct, you get 4 points. Pretty easy. So these are from two outside sources. Okay? Next is going to be Angelus' cape. Now, Angelus' cape is from one outside source. Pretty easy to determine what his cape is inspired off of. So if you get this, it's only 1 point. But it's very easy, so you should have no trouble figuring it out. Next is going to be Angelus' gauntlets / arm guards here. Now, this is where you can rake up the most amount of points. This is based off 3 outside sources. Now, one of them is pretty easy, and if you get it, it's only 1 point. However, if you get the 2 others, one of them is worth 3 points, and one of them is worth 2 points. Again, there are 3 outside sources that inspired Angelus' gauntlet slash arm guard. I guess it's not really a gauntlet because he's wearing a glove, but you get the point. This arm guard right here, the armband slash brace, whatever you want to call it, if you can figure out the 3 sources that inspired this, you will get either 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, or all the points put together, or whatever you can get right. Next would be Angelus' sword. Now this should be very easy. If you get this correct, you get 1 point, and it's from one outside source. Again, this should be incredibly easy. So that is Angelus' sword. Next is Angelus' belt. Again, this should be incredibly easy. No doubt that you guys can figure this out. This is from one outside source. If you get this correct, then you get 1 point. The last thing is Angelus' overall armor. Now, Angelus' overall armor is based off a magic card. Now, see, I know not everyone plays Magic, so if you get this one, you're going to get a lot more points. You're going to get 4 points total. If you can figure out what Angelus' overall armor is based off of, then you will get 4 points. So let me just do a recap here and let you see Angelus one more time. If you get Angelus' hair, it's from 2 sources. If you get 2 points for each source, if you get it correct. Next is Angelus' cape, which is from 1 source, and you get 1 point for figuring out what that source is. Then Angelus' gauntlet. If you can figure out the 3 sources from which I got the gauntlets from, then you get either 1 point for one source, 2 points for another source, or 3 points for the last source. Then we have Angelus' belt. You get 1 point for the source that you pick up that this is inspired off of. And lastly, his sword, which is inspired off 1 source that you get 1 point. And of course, I forgot to mention, his overall armor is based off a magic card. If you can figure out what it is, you get 4 points. Now here's where you guys can earn some extra bonus points. They're not worth as much as the others, but you can still get some extra points to help you win the contest. I'll give you one more good look at Angelus, just so that you know what he looks like. Okay, moving on. Now here is my second picture I'm going to show you. This is for some bonus points. This is Lacey. She is my cleric and my secondary character. A lot of her personality and background is kind of based off my girlfriend. Anyways, Lacey is inspired by a couple of sources. Her overall armor is actually kind of a play off Angelus' armor. So if I asked you what her overall armor would be, it'd be pretty easy. But there are a few features here that you can earn some extra points on. First is her skirt. Her skirt is based off 1 outside source. If you can figure out what that is, it's 1 point. Next is her cape. Her cape is based off 1 outside source, the same as Angelus. So that is 1 point. Next is her sword, which is based off 1 outside source, and that is worth 3 points. This is going to be ridiculously hard because I'm going to tell you no one's going to get that. Next is her breastplate, or her shirt. That is based off 1 outside source, and that is worth 1 point. And next is her boots, or the shin guards. Now look closely. This is based off 1 outside source, and that is worth 1 point. So get one more close look at Lacey. Again, these are for some bonus points. If you get these correct, then it will help you out in the contest. All of this should be relatively easy, with the exception of the sword, because, yeah, the sword's kind of difficult. So, there you go. And let's finish up this video. So those are the pictures. I hope those were clear enough for you to see. I hope the contest was easy, too. I think it's easy, but then again, I'm the one that drew the pictures, so... Ugh. Kind of like how you're in college and your teacher says, oh, well, this stuff is easy. Well, of course it's easy for you, but whatever. I hope those were clear enough for you. I think it's going to be a pretty easy contest, except for maybe 1 or 2 things. But on a whole, the person with the most points wins the contest on the very rare occasion that if you get all the answers correct, and I mean all of them, I'll allow you to pick the next 3 top 10 countdown videos that I'm going to do. So the person with the most points win. If there's a tie, then I'm going to figure out a tiebreaker. I'll figure that out later. And I'll also give you a list of what the countdowns are going to be at the end of this video. So stay tuned at the end of this video. And best of luck to you guys. I hope you enjoy this. This is really just for fun and mainly because I'm bored. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here. Good luck to you guys. Peace out for now.